Hello YouTube, this is my C++ Minecraft clone. We'll start with a summary for people that are just starting watching this series of making a Minecraft clone with C++ and Raylib. Then with chat we'll decide what we're going to do today. And at the end of the stream we'll do a summary what happened during this stream, which will be in about 3 hours, maybe 4 if we push it today. So let's start with a summary. This is my Minecraft clone. I've made it with C++ and with Raylib. And we have here a panoramic view, 360-degree view. This is the actually of the game screenshot. This is from the game. Here we have 2 buttons. We have custom logo made, and the buttons have sound, and you can hover them. And here we can start the game. And this creates the world. We start off in creative mode, and here we have the inventory. My favorite part about the inventory is we can scroll up and down. We can scroll up and down, and from one of the previous streams, we managed to do liquids. For example, this is the lava. This is the lava chat. It spreads around it, and also it prioritizes if there are holes. It prioritizes the hole. It goes towards it. And the water is pretty much the same. Yeah, it's not perfect. Obviously, it's not perfect because we do very harsh deadlines. Here is the water. It spreads as well. This is the water. And the water also prioritizes going towards the hole like this. And if we put it here, it will prioritize going down and it spreads everywhere, etc. We have caves as well. We have caves as well. These are the 3D noise caves. These are 3D noise caves here, which are not perfect. We need to play around with the parameters because I don't want bedrock to be this much showing. We have some pearl and worm caves, these simple ones here. These are more of the simple. This was the first attempt at doing the caves. Here they even go through the surface of the terrain. The world is endless. For the world generation, I'm using pearl and noise, 2D pearl and noise, and only for the caves, I'm using 3D pearl and noise. 3D, it's actually simplex noise. It was something like that. We also here have Steve. We can go in F5 mode. We can look at Steve, and it's an animationless Steve jump scare. He doesn't have animations. And also here at the bottom right, we can see the item we're currently holding. Here we can see the item we're currently holding, which is the same render, is the same mesh as in the game. It's the same mesh as we see in the game. Here we have TNT. And we have sound of the TNT. The explosion is too big. We need to lower the explosion, but for now it's fine. We also have animations. We have support for texture packs, like you may have seen in the videos. We have a simple village, which I have disabled. We have also snow and desert biome, which I also have disabled. We'll come back to them at some later point. Here we have biome colors. So here look at how the grass changes color. Depending on which biome it is in, it changes color. Also we have crafting table, and we have the pause menu. Here if we jump, it pauses the actual game. Here, pauses the game, we can go back. The save and quit to title for now doesn't work. We have the crafting table. We can right click it, and here we can put items, but sadly it's not fully complete as all of the features because I'm a single developer. We have here a chat. So here, hello. We have chat here. We have chat. We can summon a creeper. What's up, asteroid? Here we can summon a creeper, and from the previous stream, what we focused on was path finding for the creeper. We focused on the path finding. So if we put this is the torch is the goal. If we put the torch here, it will create a path towards it, and it will go towards it. It's not fully complete. It's not fully complete, but it was good enough for like probably 2 streams. It's good enough. We'll need to work on it. But it can actually go around wherever we put the goal. It can go around everywhere. We have frustum culling. This is the frustum culling. Here you can see it at the bottom right. This is frustum culling, chat. It's not as all of the feature. It's not fully implemented. It's not fully implemented. You can see how you can see through it. You have like this X-ray view. You have this X-ray view here. Here you have this X-ray view. This is because the frustum culling, what it does is it gives you more FPS if you don't look at the world. For example, like here, look at how everywhere around us we have chunks. So currently we have chunks behind us. And with frustum culling, we don't send them to the GPU. We save up on performance. We literally double the FPS with frustum culling. But I haven't fully implemented because we just did an attempt without knowing how to do it. And so that was the first attempt. We managed to increase the FPS, but like here, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, chat. Also, we have rain, chat. We have rain, and here we can hide from the rain. We can hide from it, which is cool. We have rain. And we have the clouds. We have the clouds, which are for now not endless. The clouds are not endless. If we run to that point, they will stop at some point. But in comparison, the world is endless. And here we have survival as well. We have survival where the survival inventory, here Steve doesn't follow the mouse. He is for now a static image. And here the inventory works. We can place around items. But sadly, items here do not have an item count. We need to add an item count. And when we add tools and weapons, we need to also add durability. And here the crafting doesn't work. It was just the first attempt. And is there anything else of importance? Is there anything else of importance? I don't think so, chat. I don't think so. So, what's up, Gaming Studio? I was looking at how to clear the depth buffer in Raylib. It seems like to clear the depth buffer, you need to use raw OpenGL, RL clear mask, clear screen buffers, color mask. Yeah, thank you, Gaming Studio. That's very kind of you for telling me this. That's very kind of you. We'll save Gaming Studio's suggestion. Scalidraw.com. We'll save his suggestion so we don't forget about it. And now, chat, we need to brainstorm what we're going to do in this stream. We need to decide what we're going to do in this stream. My idea was to have lots of mobs. Raylib supports importing models, 3D models. So from Blockbench, we can load any mob we want here. We can look at all of the entities. For example, we can load the cat, we can load bees, we can load dolphins, foxes, goat, villager. We can load even here the skeleton, like this, chat. And we can just load the model inside of the game. And I was thinking for this stream, I haven't decided. I was thinking for this stream here, instead of just having the creeper to spawn like 500 mobs, let's say 500 mobs, and all of them to be different models, like skeleton, creeper, zombies, and maybe regular mobs as well, like cow, sheep, etc. And to focus on having them walk around in the world, to focus on that, chat. And maybe also to add hearts and hunger. That's what I was thinking for this stream, chat. That was my idea for this stream. But I haven't decided, chat. Did you animate the fire yet? Fire is animated. Creeper explosion. Call just disables writing to call buffer so that doesn't clear. Just re-enables it. Skybox is also a texture. You need to texture pack update support. Anchor has animated toolbar. Oh, the toolbar to be animated as well. At or generation, player in inventory follows the mouse. We need to decide, chat. We need to decide. So let's write the ideas down. Every stream, we write down ideas. So my idea was to spawn, have 500 mobs walking around. For me, this is my goal, chat. For me, this is my goal. But we can brainstorm other ideas as well. Instead of chat, instead of doing player in inventory to follow the mouse, we could do third person Steve animations. Because if we animate in third person Steve, we'll just copy paste him in the inventory. We'll get with one stone 2 birds. You already tried that. That doesn't mean I should never try again. Hello world. United States. Ores. We can do also ores. We can do ores. What else, chat? Animate fire. Fire is animated. We have lava. Yeah, we could improve the liquids for sure. We can fix liquids. We can fix liquids. We can fix the particles. We can fix the particles. And villages. We can do villages. More biomes. More biomes. Animations in inventory. Animations in inventory. Shaders, the Nether, fix clouds. Biome blending. Anything else? Survival. Health and hunger. Health and hunger. Day night. Swimming. Anything else, chat? Anything else? Combat. Combat. We have weather, but we can do snow. Thunder. We can do snow, thunder. We can just combine it. Weather. We have rain, chat, for the weather. Yeah, we have third person. Lava. Fire spread. Mountains. Block breaking. Block breaking, that's a good idea. Block breaking is a good idea. Creeper animation. Mob animations. Tools and weapons. Item mesh generation. Settings. Settings is good. World loading screen. This will be helpful. Hitboxes. We have hitboxes. We have hitboxes. Yeah, we can break blocks, but here the option is for the animation, the block breaking animation, where you, in survival, hit the block again and again and again, etc. We have F3. Chat. Music, we have sounds. We are not going to add music because of copyright. Oh yeah, leaves decay. Leaves decay is a good idea. Cave decoration. Shadows. What do you mean by shadows? You mean shaders? Worlds saving and loading we're not going to do. Make creeper smoother. What do you mean by that? And food. When we do item mesh generation, we'll automatically have food, but we can do crafting recipes. We can do crafting recipes. Lights. sand structures. We can do sand structures. Sprinting. Sprinting. We can do sprinting. Bosses. Ender Dragon. Ender Dragon for bosses. Entity Shadows. Entity Shadows. That's a good idea. Sway for hand. You mean animations? Dimensions. Dimensions. We have enough ideas, chat. We have enough ideas. Let me think about it. Should I create a poll? Finish creeper. View model animation. Should I make a poll, chat? Should I make a poll? Or should I just pick myself? Are you making it so you can connect to real Minecraft server? No. Poll. Everybody wants a poll. Okay, we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll, chat. We'll do a poll. Pop out here. We'll do a poll. What to do today? Okay, chat. So, we'll do 4 options. One option is 500 mobs walking around. Next option is what would be a priority? What would be a priority? What would be the second option? What would be the second option? We're not doing shaders. We attempted in 2 streams shaders. I need to prepare off stream for shaders. I'm not ready for shaders. We already attempted them. For the day night and lighting. Day night and lighting, it would be cooler dimensions. If we had dimensions, that would be cooler. The Nether would be cooler, chat. The Nether would be cooler. I prefer the Nether from day-night cycle. Item mesh. We can just do tools and weapons. Tools and weapons. And the last option. What should be the last option, chat? What should be the last option? Health and hunger will be when we have the mobs. Ores will be we can have block breaking animation. Block breaking animation. That's a priority. That's a priority. Yeah, let's start the poll, chat. Let's start the poll. Okay, so chat is deciding what we're going to do during this stream. The options are to have 500 mobs walking. And chat, whatever you pick, just so you know, we'll have more than one feature during this stream. So I'll try to limit it, this current feature that we're voting, I'll try to limit it 30 minutes or an hour, and we'll decide again what we're going to do. If we're going to continue the feature or we're going to switch to something else. Because some features turn out to be too difficult. Some features turn out to be too difficult, that's why we need to switch to something else. So even if a feature doesn't win the vote, it may come back even in this stream, it may come back. So chat is deciding what we're going to do. The options are to have 500 mobs walking around the world, which I want to do, chat. I want to have the 500 mobs walking around. Then the other option is to have the Nether, which will be difficult because I don't know how to create a second dimension. I don't know how to create a second dimension. Do we have spammers, chat? Yeah, I can fix it. We can fix it, chat. We can do a quick fix like this. This should fix it. Okay, chat. So we're ending the vote because 1 minute has passed. 1 minute has passed. Let's end the vote, chat. And the option that won is the Nether. So let's do an attempt for implementing the Nether, chat. Yeah, here. What to do today? The Nether won with 41%. So let's start the 30-minute timer. Let's do this, chat. 30-minute timer. Okay, done. We started the timer. Let's do this, chat. Let's do the Nether. Let's do the Nether. Like this. As every stream, the second part of the stream is now to open Minecraft as reference and see how Minecraft does it. And let me explain to you guys the 30 minutes. This timer, once the timer ends, we'll pause and do a vote what we're going to do. If we're going to continue the current feature, so for now it's the Nether, or if we're going to switch to a different feature. Because sometimes the feature turns out to be too difficult and it's better to switch to something else in the last time, in the last minute. It's just like we're hedging, chat. Okay, let's do the Nether, chat. Here, Nether. For the Nether, we need obsidian and we need flint and steel. And to go to the Nether, we just need to create a portal like this. And to light it up, and that's it. And we have the Nether. And we just enter, and it should create this different world. That's it. That's the goal, chat. That's the goal. So what I'm thinking is, what's the easiest first step we can do? I'm thinking it should be to focus on this teleportation. So I think the first goal would be to create this portal. This should be the first goal because it will be very easy. It will be very easy. And then the next goal will be to travel to a different dimension. That will be the next goal. But we already have a problem, chat. We already have a problem. The problem is that when we go back, we'll lose the world. That's the problem. Because in my game, we cannot save and load. That's our biggest concern, chat. Because here, if you can notice, remember this currency in chat. Here we have all of these torches. When the chunks unload, and now when we load them again, everything is gone. Now everything is gone. We lost it. Everything is lost, chat. We don't have saving and loading of chunks. That's our biggest issue for implementing the Nether. That's the negative. That's the negative. What's the positive? The positive is that we are pretty close to having a portal. Because we already have obsidian and we already have this effect. So we're pretty close, chat. We already have the effect. Like this. Like that. Done. We already have the effect, chat. So we just need to make it possible when we're in the portal to go to a different dimension. And then to go back. The only problem is when we go back, this portal will be gone. That's the only issue, chat. Everything will be deleted. That's the only issue. But it's not a game-breaking problem. It's not that difficult. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You interact with chat often and your content is actually interesting. I don't interact with chat that often. You need to make world file. Well, thank you, chat. Thank you. So we don't have much time, chat. We have 25 minutes. We have 25 minutes. What should we do, chat? What should we do? Let's prioritize something. Let's prioritize. Portal to be transparent is not a priority, chat. That's not a priority at all. That's not a priority at all, chat. Loading and saving is not a priority. It's not. We can do it without loading and saving. The biggest priority is generating a new dimension. That's the biggest priority, chat. Generating a new dimension. How are we going to do that? That's the priority. If we solve generating a new dimension, we're golden. We're golden if we manage to do it. You could try making it so if you stand on a portal, it teleports you to player X plus 100. So Alex is recommending to just teleport the player in a different location. Let me see how is it in Minecraft. I want to see the location, chat. Does the location change when we go in the Nether? Right now it's around 188, 87, and almost 2000. Oh, it's a different location. Bro, chat, why is it a different location in the Nether? That's interesting. Why is it a different location? Yeah, it's a different location. 8 blocks in the overworld is 1 block in the Nether. Oh, so it's divided by 8. Why do they divide it by 8? That's weird. One block in Nether, 8 block in overworld. Search Nether to overworld converter on Google. It explains it. Yeah, okay. Let's just look at it. We'll look at it quickly if it's something important and helpful in this current stage because we don't have time. Let's look at Minecraft Nether to overworld converter. Nether portal calculator. Let's just quickly see instructions. What are these instructions? Build a frame of the portal in the overworld at your desired location without lighting it. Step into the frame and find the coordinate X, Y, and Z of the frame on the F3 screen. Oh, there are coordinates in the F3 screen for the frame itself. Let me go in Minecraft. Let's destroy this. Here. Is there here coordinates for the frame itself? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Maybe he's just talking about the positions. Nether equals 8 times overworld travel. X and Z scale, Y doesn't. Also, it's only on the X and Z. That's interesting. No. Chat. Maybe. The reason I wasn't sure about that is here. Look at this, chat. The Y level here is 75, and here it's 87. It's different, the Y level, but it's maybe because they just had to place the portal somewhere. Maybe they started from the ceiling down until they found somewhere where they can spawn the portal, chat. That's why the Y is different. But for the X and Z, it's just like division by 8. Okay, let's quickly see here if there's anything useful. Here are just instructions. When portals are not correctly linked, going through one portal in the overworld may result in entering the Nether in another portal. Portals can link up to other portals within this radius for the overworld and 128 blocks radius for the Nether. You can reverse this method. Anything else of help? Okay, chat, okay. It's not that big of a deal. Y level is ignored. Take the wiki. Page is not good explaining. What else, chat? I have an idea. The overworld is single world, right? Yes, then why not also make the Nether a different world, but give it a different noise structure and other blocks? We will need to unload all of the chunks and load them back again, and this time to tell it it's for the Nether. That's what we need to do. But if we look at here, chat, it's as if they have pre-generated the Nether. Look how quick it is, chat. Look how quick it is, chat. It's very quick. I think the Nether is already prepared for us. Because this is why I think of that, chat. Because if we teleport to a different location, let's locate biome desert. Just to teleport to something here. Here I'll show you, chat. Here I'll show you. We teleport and look at how slower. Here is much slower the generation, chat, of the world. It's much slower. It's much slower. But in the Nether, when we travel to the Nether, it was much quicker. That tells me to me they don't unload the world. They have both of them at the same time. Maybe the coordinates are divided by 8 so that they don't need to store that much of the Nether when preparing it. It doesn't matter, chat. Let's start with somewhere. Let's just start from somewhere. Doesn't matter. We'll start from somewhere and decide. Go in it at survival. If I don't care about how slow or fast it is in survival. I don't care about that, chat. Let me go down and we'll start. Like this. Okay, chat. Let's do this. I think we are overcomplicating it, chat. We're overcomplicating it, chat. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I don't want to overcomplicate it. What would be the naive solution? The naive solution would be to just unload the world and load the Nether. That's it, chat. That would be the naive solution. Okay, chat, let's do this, chat. Let's do this. Let's make it so if the player collides with this effect, with this block, if the player collides with this block to start the entire, to run the code that we need. Because I don't want every time to be building the portal. Portal is not a priority. Priority is handling the new dimension. That's the priority. That's the priority. And chat, I don't want to open a Wikipedia page and spend the entire stream reading a boring page. We'll focus here to do a naive attempt. We'll make mistakes. We'll write bad code. And off stream, I may look at the Wikipedia page when we do a second attempt. Because right now, we've set a 30-minute timer, which is almost halfway through it. I want us to have enough progress for today. I want us to do progress, chat. So this is my idea. My idea is when the player collides with this block as the first goal, to remove the entire world. That's my first goal. When we collide, to remove the entire world. And then the next step will be to create the Nether. That's it. No, we can do something else, chat. We can do something else. When we start the game, this is another idea, chat. This would be even easier. When we start the game, my idea is here, when we start the game, to load up the Nether. by default to load the Nether. That's my idea. By default to load the Nether. Once we load the Nether, we'll bring back this world, we'll put the portal, and once the player collides with it, we'll now remove this world and load the Nether. That's my idea, chat. We need to do a simple, naive approach. That's my idea, chat. So let's do it. Bad idea. Just load the chunks around the portal. If you think it's a bad idea and you have a better idea, just create your own project and make a video and we'll look at it at stream, chat. I want you guys to make your own projects. Every time you see my idea as bad, this means you have a different idea. Implement it and show it to me and we'll look at it at stream, chat. That's much better reality. It's a win-win for both of us. Okay, let's do a commit here. Let's do a commit. What was the last thing we changed? Last thing was we played around with the collisions. I don't want to... should we save it? Move creeper hitboxes. And show pathfinding. Show the pathfinding. Okay, let's do this, chat. So this is the current goal. Here. So, the Nether. To do. This is our to-do list, chat. First, I want to load start game in Nether. This is my first goal. I want to start the game in the Nether. The second goal is on collision with portal, unload every chunk. To unload all of the chunks when we collide with the portal. And what's the third goal? The third goal is to load back chunks with the other dimension. That's it. 3 simple goals, chat. And with the current time we have, let's implement the first one to start the game in the Nether. Let's implement the first one, chat. And then we'll do the second one if we have time or if chat votes to continue with this idea. Okay, let's do that, chat. And it's pretty simple if you think about it, because we implemented a Nether biome in a few streams back. We can bring it back. So we need to go where is the code located for handling the biomes here. Terrain, get terrain, here. Here is where we handle the terrain generation. We need to look at my previous implementation for... no, we don't need to look at it. We can just think of something of our own. We'll just change it here, chat. We'll change it here. I want to start the game in the Nether. So the surface will be netherite. Will be netherite. Will be the nether block. That will be the surface. Foliage. I don't want foliage. We don't want foliage in the Nether as of now. We don't want it. What's this? Yeah, here. From here. This is for what? This is for short grass. And this is for what? This is for the oak tree. I don't want this, chat. I don't want this. Here, this is for the stone. We'll also have this be the nether block. This will also be the nether block. And let's run it. Let's run it and see. Use 3D Perlen noise for the nether and cover a layer with lava. That's decorations. It's not a priority, chat. That's decorations. Okay. This is our current nether. We could further improve it. We can further improve it by changing the fog, and removing the clouds. We can further improve it, chat. Let's do a screenshot just to let everybody know we're implementing the nether. Change the thumbnail. Okay, done. And the title will be Nether. And the Nether, like this. Okay, done. Done. And where is chat? Here is chat. Hey Petsa, what are you cooking today? We're doing the Nether, chat, but not just any Nether. We're doing it as a separate dimension. We're doing it as a separate dimension. Here we still have the caves, chat. We still have the caves. We still have the 3D noise here, chat. Bro, 3D noise caves in the Nether, imagine that. What tool you using for make chat in the video? That's not a priority. Caves could stay, they look cool. We'll think about it. Let's temporarily focus on doing the fog, chat. Let's temporarily focus on doing the fog. We can do something else even. We can do something else, chat. Let's bring back how it was before. Let's bring it back how it was before. We'll do something here, the biome. We'll do it depending on the biome. I have set the nether to be a biome. Here we'll do a switch. Let me think about it. Yeah, here. Here we'll do a switch depending on the biome. Here case, if it's the plains. If it's the nether, like this, break. And here case, if it's the biome, nether. And here will be the default. Here will be the default, chat. It will be the default. So for the default, it will be all of this. It will be all of this. This is the default case. Like this. And we need to copy it. We'll do something similar for the nether, just a bit different. Here for the nether, just the nether block. And we remove the foliage. I don't want the foliage as of now. I want to keep it simple. And here this is also the nether block. This is also the nether block. But now that we changed this, now this will bring back the plains. You inspired me to make my first 3D game. Nice, that's good. I have an idea for that. What about make a class called Dimension? No, we're not doing... No, we're not overly complicating it. I don't want to create a class. Building systems are cool. I should actually make one at some point. Okay, chat. This is the plains biome. This is the plains biome. Let's now make it by default to be just the nether, chat. By default to be the nether. Here, biome. Let's do here, nether. Just have it be the nether. We can do here, get biome. Get biome will just return by default always. We'll always just return the nether. We'll just return the nether when we get the biome. Okay, we're in the nether. Okay, we're in the nether. We're in the nether. Do we have the fog effect? I think the fog is turned off for some reason. The fog is turned off. But the sky color changed and we removed the clouds. We removed the clouds, chat. Add a nether roof. 1 second, chat, 1 second. Before we do nether roof, I want to do the fog. The fog is a priority. New thumbnail. Bro. Let's do the fog, chat. Let's do the fog. Why is the fog turned off? We need to go back to the shaders. Shaders here. For the terrain. Oh. We're doing this for the terrain. Let's bring back the old one with the fog. Let's bring back the old one. Do we have fog now? Chat? We do have fog. We do have fog. Yeah, we have fog, chat. We have fog. Yeah. You can barely see it, but here, chat, we have fog. We have fog. We do have fog. So what now, chat? What now? What should be the next goal? Now, okay. Let's say this is the nether, chat. This is good enough. We may also add lava. Let's add lava. Let's also add lava. Let's add lava. Also add lava. Where is the lava? Slab chunk. Let me think about it. Here, get terrain. Here, nether. Yeah, we want level for the water level, like sea level. Yeah, sea level. We want sea level. If we are above the surface, right? Here, this is if we are. Think about it. How should we do the sea level? Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Our lava block is air and Y level is below 15. Yeah, we can do something like that. If result equals air and global Y is less or equal than sea level, result equals lava. We can do this, chat. We can do this. We can do this. Do we have lava? Bro, everywhere is lava. We need to lower the oh, and it's taking up a lot of process. It's taking up a lot of compute, like RAM. Let's lower the sea level. Maybe. Let's lower it to how much? 100? 90? 90. Let's do 90. Let's do 90. How is it? Kind of, but oh, is it because it has block state? The reason why it's so slow. Should I look at the RAM usage? I'm afraid that looking at the RAM. 5 gigabytes of RAM. 5 gigabytes. Yeah, we can update the screenshot. Only 5 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, let's do it here maybe. This is the new thumbnail, chat. Let me update the thumbnail. Bro, chat, don't focus on viewers. Like, you don't need to look at that. Let's change the thumbnail. Change. Okay. Done. We're doing the new thumbnail, chat. Okay, we have the lava. The issue is The issue is that it's lagging too much. Let's bring up MSI Afterburner, which will show us both of the FPS and the RAM usage. FPS, bro, FPS is like 40. Even 30, man. That's too low, chat. That's too low. And the RAM is 5 gigabytes. I think it's because of the block state. It's probably because of the block state. And it's because of lava. Lava has a block state. We could create a lava block that doesn't have a block state, just so it doesn't have this issue. We could do that, chat. We could do that. Should we? Oh, wait a minute. Is there culling? Yeah, there's culling. We have culling. It's not because of drawing the clots. Chat, is it because, let me think about it. Yeah, let's go to where the lava is. The lava is a liquid. It has custom code for it. We don't want this code to be running. I have an idea, chat. Let me do one experiment on placement here. This doesn't need to run when we spawn the lava. We don't need this to be running. We don't want a tick update when spawning the lava. Let's restart it. Thank you for follow on Twitch. Okay, we're not getting it. It's not a tick update problem. It's not a tick update problem. I could temporarily create another lava block that doesn't have a state. If we create a lava block that doesn't have a state, it will lower the RAM usage dramatically. Because currently my lava block has a lot of information stored in it. Every lava block has, what does it have here? This. Every lava block has 1, 2, 3, 4 integers for each of the corners, its height. It has an integer for the layers. It has a boolean if it's still or not, and it has a flow direction. The boolean, we don't need it if it's still or not. We don't need it. But I think it's better to create a new, like a static lava block or for the still lava. The lava that doesn't move, that's still, that is a full block, to be a regular static one without any state. We could do something like that. I don't want to have state for all of the lava blocks, chat. This will be a very good optimization. How would we attempt to do it? Let's copy the lava block. We'll just copy a regular block without a state. For example, the stone. We'll copy the stone and paste it, and we'll rename it lava still. It will be still lava. Here, this will be lava. How did I call it? Lava block. Lava block still. This will be lava block still JSON. That's it. So in order to have it in the game, what do we need to do? We need to go into block. Yeah, we need to update the IDs. Here we need to add an ID, lava still, and we need to link it up with its tag. The tag is again lava still, right? Where is it? Lava underscore still. So we need to go inside of the world here. In the CPP here, lava here. Let's do lava still. This is the ID. We link it with the tag. Like this, chat. Like this. So in the world generation, in the Nether, when we spawn lava, I wanted to use this lava steel block. I think about it. Yeah, here, Nether. Here, instead of lava, to use lava steel that doesn't have a block state. This should improve it a lot. I will do that if you have 5x5 lava, then animations are only on... Lava won't flow in the Nether instead of flowing faster. No, lava we can easily make lava to flow. It's not... Oh, it's rendering. Yo, look at it. It's a huge... Before it was 5 GB of RAM. Now it's 500 MB. And the FPS is much better, chat. We improved it a lot. And it has... We can break... We can break... Look at this, chat. We can break the lava. We can break the lava. Oh, we collide with it as well. We also collide with it. And it has particles, chat. Bro, it has particles. It has particles. Okay, chat. Let's remove... Let's go back to the lava steel here. We don't need the collision boxes. We don't need them. We don't need collision boxes. I don't want to interact with it as of now. Let's actually fly up. Where is the lava? Here. Oh, this is the cave. The cave broke through the lava. Cave broke through it. Okay, now. Okay, we cannot break it, chat. And here, this is inside of it. It's not see-through. Oh, to make it see-through, we need to make one change. To make it see-through, where is the water? We'll copy, yeah, here, semi see-through. 1 second. We want to see through the lava. That's very important. We don't want it to be a block like that. So we want maybe here see through this part. Lava steel. Okay, let's test it, chat. We should be able to see through the lava, like the bottom of the world, like something like that. Yeah, here, chat. Do we see through it? We need deeper lava. Oh. Let's remove this, chat. Let's remove this. Let's fix this, chat. We need to kill the lava. We're not killing it. We need to kill the lava. In order to kill it, we need to go in the subchunk. Show. No. How did I call it? Draw. Should draw face here. I think this should be it. Let's test it out. That's why the FPS dropped. We didn't kill it. No. Before we were killing it. I am absolutely sure of that. That before we were killing it. Okay, now we're drawing here. We're drawing the terrain below it. And we're killing the lava. And we're actually showing the lava. Okay, that's perfect. And the lava doesn't have any block state. The lava doesn't have block state. We can lower the lava a little bit, chat. We can lower it a little bit to be not this high, to not be full block, but we need to prioritize. We need to prioritize, chat. We don't have the time to focus on that. Yeah, we are even out of the 30 minutes. We are out of the 30 minutes. 1 second, chat. Let me remove this, the MSI. The program for showing the RAM and FPS, I don't want it anymore. I don't want it anymore. Bro, it's still showing the FPS. I don't want to see the FPS. Let's remove the FPS. Yeah, this thing, close it. Yeah. It's showing back again. And where is the lava? Where is the lava? Yeah, here is the lava. Here is the lava. How to remove this, chat? Does anybody know? Yeah, I don't know. It's probably this. Okay, that was it, chat. That was it. And where is chat? Here is chat. Okay. So chat, you guys voted for me to add the Nether. You voted for me to add the Nether, and we put a 30-minute timer. The 30-minute timer is over. So like every stream, after the 30 minutes is over, we do a poll, chat. We do a poll. We do a poll, chat. Where is the poll? Here. Should we switch to a different feature or continue implementing the Nether? If we continue implementing the Nether, we'll make it possible to switch between the dimensions. So from the overworld to create the portal and to travel to this dimension. We still haven't done that. The only thing we did here is to have the Nether generating. For 30 minutes, we managed to have the Nether here generating. But we cannot, we need to connect them to go from the overworld to the Nether. So chat, you need to decide if we're going to continue with the Nether or to switch to a different feature. For a different feature, one idea is like, yeah, from these ideas, chat, here. From the previous ideas. From these ideas, like we could have 500 mobs. Yo, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. You like chocolate cookies? I love chocolate cookies. My chocolate is my favorite. Chocolate is my favorite. I love chocolate. I eat too much of it. Okay, 1 minute has passed. We're ending the poll. We have enough votes. We're continuing with the Nether, chat. Since we and once again, man, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The poll ended. Chat has voted for us to continue. Since chat has voted to continue, now instead of 30 minutes, we do 1 hour timer. 1 hour timer. Let's finish this, chat. We're doing 1 hour timer. Okay, chat, we're doing the Nether. We're doing the Nether. We're doing the Nether. So we have the Nether, but we cannot travel to it. We cannot travel to it. Here we don't have, here it will be good if we lower the lava a bit to not be so high, but it's fine. We'll leave it like this. It's not a priority. Priority is we actually drew to-dos here. We created these to-dos in the first 30 minutes. The first objective was to start the game in the Nether. This is done. We're doing this. It's done. Done. This is done. What's the next one? Let's have here done. We have done. This is done. Start game in Nether. This is done. What's the next one? The next one is on collision with the portal to unload all of the chunks. That's the next goal. So the next goal is once we collide with this portal, to unload everything, to remove the entire world. That's my goal, chat. That's my next goal. That's my next goal. That's my next goal. The reason here in the lower hand, the port. Wait, why is everything? Oh, I'm using the terrain shader for the right arm, what we're using in the right arm. That's why it's red like this. It's because of the fog effect. It's because of the fog effect. That's why in my right arm it looks like that. We can easily fix it. It's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. So this is the current goal, chat. We want to have the portal working. This is our current portal. This is our current portal. I want, once the player collides with it, to remove the entire world. That's my goal. That's my current goal. Can you put water in the nether? We have water, chat. This is the water. Yo, imagine if it becomes obsidian when it collides with lava. That would be so cool, man. It collides with... Bro, we have water in nether. We have water in nether. Bro, imagine somebody seeing the water in nether. Okay, chat. Let me think about it. If you remove world, all what you do and mobs just disappear. Many cursed things in this image. How are we going to unload the world, chat? How are we going to do that? How are we going to do that, chat? Let me think about it. How are we going to... Well, the same way we unload it in the endless world, chat. The same way like this, chat. The same way we unload it here. We just need to speedrun unloading everything. We're not going to save the world into a file. That's not a priority. That's not a priority. We don't care about that. It's not a priority. Because we don't have that much time. So how are we going to do it? Let's do a commit. Let's do a commit. Have nether start game in nether dimension. Start game in nether dimension. Did you figure out creeper yesterday? Creeper can move to a target. It can find a path and it can move towards it. We haven't polished the creeper. So what now, chat? Let's first check if we're colliding with the portal, and we'll have something displaying in the console when we collide with the portal. How are we going to do that? Player, inside of the player, what are we going to do, chat? How are we going to do it? Inside of the player, on update, here, on update, every frame, here, we can check the current position. We can check the current position. If position equals, if the type get block type equals portal, if it equals the portal, I want, what do we want to do, chat? We want, let's log to the console, log warning, let's log to the console, colliding with portal, like this, chat. Let's test it out. So in the nether, let's spawn the portal and let's see, do we collide with it? Do we collide with it? I don't see anything. Do we need to be way up? I still don't see anything. Here in the console chat. In the console, we should be seeing here. This. We can do a breakpoint chat. We can do a breakpoint here on update. Yeah, we can do here a breakpoint. Okay, do we collide? No, we don't. We do not. We do not collide. Are you going through it, not touching it? Let's do a breakpoint before this chat. Just to see what the... Oh, wait a minute. We're not entering inside of this code. Player update. We're not entering here. Where do we usually call this chat? Where do we call it? So that was the issue. We're just not calling the code. We're just not calling it. Where do we usually do it? Where do we call it? Find all references. Bro, what are these references, man? What are these references? Let's go in the game layer here. Let's search for player update. Yeah, we call it here. We call it here. Let's do a breakpoint here. Yeah, we'll do a breakpoint here. Don't ask me, you wrote the code. Yeah, I did, but I'm just thinking out loud, chat. Just thinking out loud. Oh, done. We enter the code here. Player update. We enter here, chat. We enter here. So we should be entering. Oh, we have a return probably. We are going through because we don't have an animation and we are returning. Oh, I'm just stupid, guys. Just stupid. So we just need to move this a little bit upwards. Let's just move it. Yeah, let's move it here. Let's move it here. We'll just do a breakpoint. We'll just do a breakpoint. And let's test it out. Let's spawn the portal. Done. We're colliding with the portal. That's perfect, chat. That's perfect. We're colliding with the portal. Now what, chat? What now? Here I could improve this. Like this. Just so I don't make the same mistake again. What now, chat? Now, okay, the goal is, what's the goal? The goal is on collision with the portal to unload all of the chunks. That's my goal. Yeah. To unload all of the chunks, to destroy the world. That's my goal. And how are we going to do that? Well, we already do that when we did the endless terrain generation. When we did the endless terrain generation, somewhere here. How am I going to find it? How much time do we have, chat? Oh, we have 50 minutes. It's fine. We have time. When are you adding structures to the Nether? When it becomes a priority. It's not a priority as of now. Where do we handle? Maybe on update. Yeah, when we... No, this is side of the world. No, it's not. This is side of the game layer. Do we handle it here? Where do we handle it? Unloading. This is showing cursor. Setting shader. This is spawning the village. This is for spawning the village. And this is for cave generate. Oh, unloading chunks. This is it. This is it. Schedule for removal. Okay. It's very simple then. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's very simple. But we need to do it only once. We need to do it only once. We don't want to do it every frame, because here we are continuing to collide with the portal every frame. We need to stop this. Let's have travel through a portal happen only once. How should we name this flag? I want this to happen only once. Collide with portal. We haven't collided. It's temporary, chat. It will be only temporary. If collide with portal. If collide with portal, and if we haven't collided with the portal and we're currently colliding, we'll do this logic and we'll set collided with portal. With portal equals true. We have collided. So that we execute the function only once. This is temporary, chat. And the same thing I have said for many other features, and from temporary they have become not temporary. Okay, this should unload the entire world. This should unload the entire world. This should do it. This should do it. Don't forget to reset it back to false when you exit the portal collision. It's not that big of a deal. We'll do it a bit later. Right now, I don't care about resetting it. We'll do a comment just so we don't forget. We'll just do a comment here. Don't forget to reset the flag. Future me will love this when I forget about it. Okay, we have the portal here. This is the portal. Let's collide with it. What I'm 100% chance of forgetting. What I'm expecting is once we collide with the portal, everything to be removed. I want everything to be removed. Did we collide? Did we collide, chat? Let's do a breakpoint. Yeah, we schedule them for removal. Yeah, I should remove everything. Oh, wait a minute. No. I get why. I get it. They're just not scheduled for removal. No, they're just the flag should remove is false. I don't need this. I want all of them removed. I want all of them removed. Okay, let's run the code again. We may do a breakpoint just in case. Okay, let's do this, chat. Let's do this. Let's place the portal. And let's see what happens. Okay, breakpoint runs. Let's go back. Guys, do you see chunks being unloaded? I don't see chunks being unloaded. Everything is still here. Where is it? We'll go through this part here. We'll move the breakpoint to be here. We'll move it here. And let's reset it. And let's see what happens in code. Okay, we are here. Does this run? It does. Okay, we schedule it for removal. That's perfect. Oh yeah, we schedule all of them for removal. Okay, the code is running. That's good. That's a good sign. We schedule them. Okay, where's the scheduling? Sub-chunks for removal. It happens here. The reason we schedule them is because I don't have multi-threading. Everything runs on a single thread. And in order to not have a lag spike, I've spread the code to run in multiple frames. That's why I schedule them. So where do I use this? Do we go through this? Find all references. Yeah, here. We do it here. Here is where we actually unload them. So let's see if this code runs. Yeah, it runs. Nice. It runs. Do we go? No, we skip this, chat. It's not empty. Let's do a breakpoint inside of it. Let's do inside of it a breakpoint. Okay. Yeah. And we're removing them. We find it. Did it manage to find it? Oh, it doesn't find. Oh, it's the flag. Oh, I get it, chat. It's the flag. Should remove is because of the flag. Yeah, that's the issue. Because of the flag. Okay, I'll just set them. I'll just set the flag to true. Chat. That will be the solution. I'll just set it to be true. Should remove true. That will fix it. Okay, this should be it, chat. This should be it. Bro, these collisions, man. Bro, come on, man. Work with me. Okay, let's do portal. Like this. Okay, chat. Let's see. Peak collision. Let's see if the entire world gets deleted. Does the world get deleted? It does. We removed the world, chat. We removed the world. It got deleted. Chat. The world is gone. The world is gone. Finally. What do you mean finally, man? What do you mean finally? Sometimes it takes time. Are we falling down? Oh, the player is falling down. We don't have any blocks. The player just falls down for forever, chat. Player falls down. We are falling down right now. So we managed to accomplish our second goal on collision with the portal to unload every chunk. We achieved this, chat. This is done. We are now doing the final task to load back chunks with the different dimension. We're now going to do the different dimension. Microsoft has subscribed to me, chat. What if you lock the player falling physics until they're in the... No, we'll just teleport the player to be on the surface. It's not that big of a deal that the player is falling down. That's not that big of a deal. You must hand over your game or you'll be arrested. We have... we have kind of just the portal. Okay, chat. So, how much time do we have? Let's lock in, chat. We have 40 minutes. We accomplished. We managed to start the game in the Nether. We managed on collision to unload all of the chunks. And now the final task. We want to load them back in with the other dimension. What about portal linking? Portal linking, that's not a priority. That's not a priority. So what now, chat? What now? What now? Okay, before we move on, let's fix this bug, chat. It should be easy to fix. Here, in the right hand, the item is not showing. Let's fix this, chat. Let's fix this. How are we going to fix it? We just need to change the shader of the right arm that we hold. Right arm. When we create the model of the block. Right block mod. Right block. Where is the right block? Where do we generate it? Generate mesh. Here, the shader. Instead of using the terrain shader, I want which one? The item slot shader. Let's use the shader from the GUI. Use this one instead of the terrain shader. I don't want to have fog. I don't want to have fog effect of my item that I'm holding. Okay, does it work? Yeah, it works, chat. It works. We have item in the right hand. Okay, chat. This is good. This is good, chat. Are you using OpenGL? I'm using Raylip, and Raylip uses OpenGL. And look at this, chat. The TNT destroys the lava as well. TNT... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't because it doesn't have a collision box. It only destroys blocks with collision box. Let's focus, chat. Let's not get distracted. Let's focus. So currently, when we pass through the portal... Oh, look at this. The portal has transparency in my hand. You can see through the portal, chat. But not here. Here you can see when you hold it in my hand. Yeah, that's cool, chat. In my hand, you can see through it. That's cool. Lava not flowing after the blocks are broken around it. Yeah, that's true, because we focused on the mesh, chat. We focused just on the mesh. Here for the liquids, they travel, but they don't update once we destroy blocks around it. Like, guys, you should keep in mind, it's in development, chat. This is in development, and the budget is $0, chat. The budget is $0. And it's in development. Okay, chat. Now, once we pass through the portal, everything gets removed. Here, everything got removed, chat. Once we pass through the portal, everything gets removed. Let's commit this. Pass through portal. Delete. Unloads chunks. Unloads chunks. Done. Okay, what now, chat? Now, what was the goal, chat? The goal is to load back the chunks with the other dimension. Load back the chunks with the different dimensions. So now we're in the Nether. I want to load back the world with the overworld. I want the overworld. So let's go back to the code for the endless terrain. We'll again copy paste some code, chat. We'll again copy paste some code. Yeah, loading new chunks. This is where we do it. This is where we do it. I want this code. I want this code. And here, block spawner. I don't want to spawn snow. When should we do it? When should we should do this once everything is unloaded, I think. When should we do this, chat? Yeah, this is an issue. This is an issue. Should we wait for everything to unload and then to load the world? If we attempt to do that, we will not have enough space for all of the chunks. We may have a problem, chat. We may have... Okay. We're trying to solve a future problem. Let's focus on the next problem. The current problem, and let's have a naive approach. What's the naive approach? Let's wait all of the chunks to get removed. Let's have all of the chunks to be removed, and then we'll, yeah, okay, I have an idea. In every frame, we'll do this, chat. We'll do this. Every frame, and we'll do it only once. Probably. We'll do it only once. Boolean spawn back world equals false. We'll do it only once for now. And we'll go in the onUpdate function. onUpdate here every frame. I want this to happen every frame. Where are we going to put it? Let's put it at the end of the onUpdate function. We'll do it here, chat. If we'll do it here, we'll have here a conditional, chat. We'll have a conditional. What will be the conditional? I want to check if there are no chunks, if we have deleted everything. Once we have deleted everything, to bring back the world. That's what I want to put here. That's what I want here. This should be true. It should be like this. But here I want and I want to check if we have unloaded everything, chat. How to check if we have unloaded everything? Subchunk. How to check if we have unloaded? Yeah, world gets subchunks. I want the subchunks count. Here. If the subchunks count, if it's empty. If we don't have subchunks and we haven't spawned back the new dimension, to do it then. Here, what are we going to do? We're going to load back all of the chunks, but this is a big but. We need to change the dimension, and we need to move back the player position. We need to move back the player. We'll do a few changes in the world. We'll have a static vector3 player spawn point. We'll have a player spawn point. And when we initialize the world, where is the player? Where do we set up the player position? Where do we set it up? Chat, how are we doing today? Remember, one block in Nether is 8 blocks in overworld. That's not that big of a deal. When it becomes a problem, I'll have it to be like Minecraft. We don't need to do it one-to-one. So we can have n dimensions. Overworld, the Nether, the end. Oh yeah, we have to support other dimensions as well. But we'll do this when we implement the end. We don't need to worry about it. How does summary work? Does you type the... I don't type the summary. It's automatically created. We're doing good. Why not just loading the overworld chunks on top of Nether chunks, making it replace all blocks of Nether chunks? Why does it need to unload then load? Because this is my first idea. It's because the first idea I got. That's why we're doing it. So AI makes summary. Ew. I don't have a problem with that. Which country are you in? Bulgaria? Okay, chat, let's do this. Let's focus. Okay, let's do this, chat. So what now? What were we going? I forgot what we were doing. What were we doing, chat? I forgot. Oh yeah, I wanted to change the player position, because when the whole world gets destroyed, the player goes down. We need to bring him back up. So let's go in the game layer. Let's search for the player. Where do we create the player? Where do we get the player? Player, oh, here is where we do it, chat. This is where we do it. And where do we initialize the world? We initialize it here. Let's have in the world, let's set up here player position. Where is it? A spawn point. I want a spawn. Yeah, 0, 125, 0. So player spawn point, let's have it be 0, 125, 0. And here it will be, where is player? Where is the player? Here. Here it will be world player spawn point. Player spawn point. And now when we run this code, we'll bring back the player to the spawn point, chat. That's the idea. We'll bring back the player. Where is the code? Game layer on update. On update here. Here, when we load back the other dimension, I want the player position to be again the world player spawn point. I want to move back the player. And what now, chat? And we need to change the biome to not be the Nether, but to be the plains, for example. Where did we change the biome? It should be in the subchunks. Be in the subchunks. Terrain. Get terrain here. Get biome. Get biome. Let's have in the world current dimension. Maybe. Alright? Dimension. Let's have in the world which dimension we are in. Let's have a static. And let's have a structure. Structure. Dimension. Let's have an enum. Enum class. Let's do an enum. And let's do here. Nether. Oh, but we have it as a biome. It's not that bad. Over world. The end. The end. Okay, chat. So depending on the dimensions, let's go back to where we pick the biomes. Where did we pick the biomes? Oh yeah, here. We want static dimension. Current dimension. Current dimension. And let's say by default, the current dimension is the Nether. Here, current dimension to be the Nether. Dimension. Let's have it be the Nether by default. The Aether. We're not adding the Aether, chat. We're not adding the Aether. Current dimension. So when we get the biome, let's go back in the subchunk. When we get the biome here, I want if, let's do a switch. Switch world dimension, current dimension. Current dimension case, if it's the Nether, we just return the Nether biome. And here default, let's do a default case. The default will be what we had before. That will be the default. Like that, chat. Like that. So, in the game layer, we just need to change the current dimension. So, world current dimension, I want it to be dimension, I want it to be, what should it be? Overworld. I want it to be the overworld. And that should be it, chat. That should be it. Let's test it out. Maybe you should try to the animations eventually. I think maybe it was working, just that it was playing too slow. You mean the player animations, Gaming Studio? Here was the issue. Linking. Player spawn point. Where is this issue? In the game layer. In the game layer. Player spawn. Oh, here. We have a linking issue here. Let's regenerate CMake and see if this solves it. And let's run it again. Oh, is it because it's not initialized maybe? Is it? Are we import? Yeah, we're importing the world. Player spawn point. What's the problem? Maybe we need to initialize a chat. Can we initialize it here? 0, 0, 0. Okay, we need to do it in the CPP. Let's do it in the CPP. Let's do it here. Like this. World like this. And to be 0, 125, 0. Like this. Let's test it out. Chat in C++, when you see a lot of errors, this doesn't mean you have a lot of errors. Usually you have just one error, but C++ is just bad with errors. Okay, we solved this problem. And now the current dimension problem. We need to do the same thing for the current dimension. For the current dimension, we need to do the same thing here. This is world. This is the world. And this is the world. Current dimension will be dimension the nether. It will be the nether. Like this. Do we need to do it like this? We do. And here we can add it as well. If we want. So what now? Let's remove the code from the initialization. Let's remove the code from here. We don't need this code here. And let's run it. See if it compiles. C++ linking is a nightmare. I agree. Okay, chat. It runs. Okay, we start in the nether. Sure. Let's spawn the... Let's add the portal. Let's add the portal. And let's see if the entire world gets deleted and the new one gets created. Our current position... let's do a breakpoint. Let's do a breakpoint. Let's do a breakpoint, chat. Let's do a breakpoint. I think the conditional is just not getting activated. It's just not getting here. Here probably get subchunks is never empty. Direction test sounds very normal. That's probably when we look up and down. It's not an issue. It's not a priority. Let's run this chat. And let's see if the conditional executes. See if it executes. It doesn't. It doesn't. Let's pause it here before it. Let's do a breakpoint before it. Yeah, here. I want to see get subchunks here in this if conditional. In this if conditional. Yes, subchunks. Oh, 16,000. Why do we have 16,000? Why do we have subchunks, chat? Didn't we unload them? Didn't we unload them? The number is not that bad, 16,000, because this is not chunks, chat. This is not chunks. If we have 20 by 20 by 16, it's 6,000. Okay, it's it's a bit more. It's a bit more than expected. Let me think about it. What's the issue here? What's the issue here? This is the position. Let's continue here. When we unloaded, chat, when we unload them, let's go back when we are unloading them. Let's go back when we unload them to see How do we clean them up? Where do we clean them up, chat? Where do we delete them? How to quickly find them? Okay, let's search for unloading chunks, schedule for removal, get sub chunks, find all reference here. We do it here. So what do we do, chat? We erase them from the sub chunks. We erase them. So we should be removing them, chat. We should be removing them. And I don't know why we're not removing them. If we manage to move past this, the new world will get generated. It will get generated. Let's do a breakpoint here. Let's do a breakpoint here. Okay, we execute the breakpoint. Also, we're still deleting them, chat. Also, we just need to wait for the unloading, probably. Okay, let's just wait, chat. Let's just wait. I wanted to become a programmer, but with the advent of artificial intelligence, it became quite boring. The motivation disappeared. What do you mean it became boring? Check task manager for leaks. Okay, we'll crickets. We'll check for leaks. We have leaks. We don't. It's fine. We don't. It's 700 megabytes. And where are we? Oh, we're still falling. We're still falling. We're still falling. Okay, let's do a breakpoint again. Are we still deleting them? Oh, is it because of the endless world that it has started generating new ones? Maybe. Oh, we're still deleting them. We're still deleting them. That's interesting. Let me think about it, chat. How should we do it? How should we tackle this? Well, what should be our approach? How much time do we have? We have 15 minutes, chat. We have 15 minutes. If we go inside of the player, let me think about it. If we go inside of the player, we go over all of the subchunks. Sure. We go over all of the subchunks. And we if they're not scheduled for... No, let's remove this. We don't need this, chat. We don't need this. Yeah, we don't need this. We don't need this. Okay, should remove equals true. We schedule for removal and they're scheduled. Okay. Okay, let's test it like this, chat. Let's test it like this. What happened? Did we breakpoint? No. What's happening? Let's pause it and let's see where we're at. Let's go to the call stack. Let's go to the call stack. Schedule for removal. Push. We've scheduled for removal so many of them, chat. I don't even know what this number is. 5 million subchunks are scheduled for removal. 32. We've scheduled for removal 5 million subchunks. Oh my. Oh, we're probably scheduling the same one. We're probably scheduling the same one again and again. Yeah, the iterator. We're not increasing the iterator. We are not iterating forward. Let's run this. Will you release the source code? Read the description. Read the description. Okay, let's see it now. Okay, we're removing them. Chat! Something happened. Let's move up, chat. Let's move up. We are falling down, but let's move up, chat. Let's move up. The player is just falling down. Let's move up. Let's move up. Oh, we're so back, chat. We're here. It worked. It worked. It worked. We managed to teleport. It worked. Finally, chat. Finally. Oh, brother. Finally. Bro. Finally, man. Okay, chat. We managed to make it work, but let's make it so the player doesn't fall down so much. Let's make the player doesn't fall down as much. Let's go to the game layer. Let's go to the game layer, and where was the code, chat? In the header on update, I think here. Instead of only changing the player position, let's change the player velocity to be 0. I want the player velocity to be 0, and I want the player to be in the game mode. I want to change the game mode to be creative. I want to force creative mode. Player, game mode, creative. I want to force creative mode so that we don't fall off. And let's test it out. Okay, so this is the Nether. This is the Nether. We have the Nether blocks. We have the lava. We have the fog. That's good. That's good. And we have the portal. We have the portal. Once we go through the portal, it deletes everything and creates the other dimension. Let's test it out. Okay. Okay. Where are we? We're still falling down. Why is the player still falling down? Make portal semi-transparent. That's not a priority. Here, chat, we're changing the position. We are changing the position. We are changing the velocity. We are changing the game mode. But the player continues to fall down. That's very weird. Let's go to the player logic. Let's go to the player logic. Maybe I have forgotten something there that changes, that affects the game. Update position. Yeah, we update the position based on the velocity. That's not the problem, because we changed the velocity to be 0, 0. We changed the velocity to be 0, 0. That's fine. Here, handle collision. That's fine. This is for collision with the portal. This is fine. And this for animation. That's fine. Process movement. We change it to be in creative mode. This is for mouse movement. This is not a big deal. Process movement. Process movement. If we are colliding bottom, else don't we check where here handle air physics here chat. We should only have gravity. Oh yeah, okay, I figured it out. Here, this was an old flag, if we're in creative mode or not. This is an old flag. This needs to be if game mode equals, if it equals survival. If we're in survival, to have gravity. That was okay. So now it should work. Use the all-knowing print function to help. We don't need help, chat. Wait a minute. Oh, because we're... Okay, chat, let's spawn the portal. Let's go in survival. Survival. Why didn't you... okay, we'll bring back the old boolean. Creative mode, we'll bring... Okay, we'll fix it. It's fine. Here, the game mode will also do player creative mode equals true. We'll do that as well. Yeah, the floor hates survival mode. Okay, chat. Let's test this out. Now it should work. Chat. Now it should work. Let's test it out. Wait, we're still in the Nether. Wait, why are we still in the Nether? Wait, I'm confused. We didn't change it back, chat. Why are we still in the Nether? Wait, that's very weird. That's very... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, yes. We teleported. We teleported, chat. We're back in the overworld. We're back. And we have the fog as well. The fog, we have it back. Okay, chat. Okay, that's nice. Bro, what's this collision, man? So what now, chat? What now? Bro, why are we getting the lag spikes, chat? We didn't have the lag spikes before. Let's see what's the issue. Is it the memory leak? Hopefully not. It's fine. It's not... I don't know why we got back. Oh, maybe the shaders. Or maybe the 3D noise. I would have to investigate it, but it's fine, chat. It's fine. The lag spikes, we don't need to investigate them now. It's not a priority. We don't need to investigate them now. I'll figure it out some other time. We'll figure it out some other time. Let me think about it, chat. Okay, so we finished our short-term goals, chat. We finished the short-term goals. So the goal where we wanted to start the game in the Nether, that's done. On collision, to unload every chunk, that's done. And to load back chunks with other dimension, that's done. All of that is done. How much time do we have? we have 3 minutes. Okay, we're right on time, chat. We're right on time. We're right on time. Okay, so let's I'll show you again what happened. I'll show you again here. Okay, so we start in the Nether. We start in the Nether. Here, we start in the Nether, and we and here we spawn the portal. We spawn the portal manually. We spawn the portal manually, and we go through it. It deletes the whole world, and after a bit of waiting, it loads the new world, and that's it. We traveled through dimensions. We traveled through dimensions, chat. That's it, chat. That's it. So let's do a vote on what to do from here on out, chat. Let's decide what to do from here on out. Let's pick a different feature. Let's pick a different feature. So to have 5, but we have 1 hour, chat. We have maximum 1 hour. You should do save and loading, 3D noise, item textures. Let me bring back everybody to speak, because I need suggestions, chat. We need suggestions. We need suggestions, chat. Fire spread. Okay, so we have as an idea to have 500 mobs walking around, to have third-person Steve animations, to have ores. Yeah, let's do we can do third-person Steve animations, but let's maybe think of other ideas as well. Villages, fixed liquids, fixed particles, more biomes, animations in inventory, shaders. We already did the Nether. Fix the clouds, biome blending, health and hunger, day night, swimming, combat, weather, fire spread, mountains, block breaking, mob animations, tools and weapons, item mesh gen, settings, world loading screen. Oh, world loading screen. That would be cool. Oh, imagine if we do world loading screen for generate when starting the game, and when moving to a different dimension to do again a world screen, loading screen. That would be cool. Day night will take up too much time. Day night will take up too much. Save and loading is not a good idea, because once we add a new feature, it will break the save and loading system. I think. We could have simple save and loading that just focuses on the block type and it ignores the block state. We could do it. Do 3D noise Nether. Leaves decay, cave decoration, crafting recipes, lights, sun structures, printing, ender dragon, entity shadows, dimensions. Now we have dimensions. We have dimensions. 500 mobs. Can we do 500 mobs? Do we have time? We have 1 hour. What would we do? We already have model loading. That's easy. We have pathfinding. That's easy. Collisions are broken. We will need to do jumping for the entities. We will need to have the entities jump around. Health and hunger. We can do health and hunger. Let's do a poll, chat. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll, chat. Start a poll. What to do in the last hour? Nether, 3D noise, some other time. Some other time, chat. 500 idle mobs. 500 idle mobs. I would prefer to do it when we have more time. When we have more time. Steve animations. Steve animations, that's a good idea. Health and hunger. You are getting obliterated. You got banned. Was the Oh yeah, fix clouds. Fix the clouds. To make them endless, to make them move. We could do that. What's something else that we can do in 1 hour? To make the creeper work. Collision fix. We could improve particles, fix liquids. Should we fix liquids? Yeah, we can do liquids as well. Fix liquids. Start this chat. Let's start the poll. Okay, so now we have 1 hour. We have 1 hour, and chat is voting what we're going to do in that 1 hour. Chat is voting what we're going to do in this 1 hour. We'll wait 1 minute, chat. We'll wait 1 minute and we'll end it. We'll wait 1 minute and we'll stop the poll. So the options are, for the second feature we implement in this stream, the options are to have Steve animation. Because currently we have F5 mode. Steve doesn't animate. This is one option. The second option is health and hunger, because in survival we don't have health and hunger, and it just looks like we're in creative. The clouds are not endless. Bro, it's so slow. Why is it so slow? Bro, we broke the terrain. We broke the endless terrain, chat. We broke the endless terrain. Okay, chat has voted. We're ending it in 3, 2, 1. We're ending it. 40 gigabyte memory leak part 3. That was funny, man. Okay, so chat has voted to do health and hunger. Chat has voted to do health and hunger. How much time do we have, chat? We have about 1 hour. Chat. Let's do 1 hour timer. Done. We're doing 1 hour timer, chat. The council has spoken. We're doing 1 hour, chat. So, we managed, the first feature chat voted on was the Nether. We managed to do the Nether. Is it slow here, actually? Let me test it out. Is it slow here? Oh, here it's fine. It's when we change dimension, that's when it's slow. It's when we change dimension. That's when it breaks down. So the first feature we did is to go in a different dimension. That's the first feature we did in the first 2 hours of the stream. That's the first feature we did. And here we managed to go from the Nether to the overworld. Now chat has voted to implement health and hunger. In order to do that, let's open Minecraft for reference. And let's set the game mode to survival. So what's the health and hunger? Health and hunger is this part down here. This is the health and hunger. And experience. We're not doing experience. Where is Excalibur? Here. This is the health and hunger, chat. This is it. This is the health, and this is the hunger. How are we going to do this, chat? Well, in survival, when do we lose hearts? We lose hearts when we drop from a high place. When we drop from a high place, we lose hearts. And I think Steve, by default, has 20 hearts, like 20 health points, and each heart is 2 health points. I think we have here how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 hearts. So each heart is 2 health points. And we probably have 10 hunger bars here. 10 hunger bars. We lose hunger bars when we run around. And we replenish them by eating some food. We replenish the hunger. That's it. It's very simple. It's very simple. And here, when mobs hit us, we also lose hearts. We already have mobs, chat. We have mobs. Creeper. We have a creeper. We could make the creeper hurt the player when we get close to him. Like this, to follow the player. Make the creeper follow the player and to hurt him. We could do that. We could do that. We could focus on just the falling down. We could just focus on the falling down. Like this, when we fall down to hurt the player, we can focus on that as well. We need to brainstorm a to-do list, chat. Bro, why are we at 200 almost concurrent viewers, chat? Why are we at 200 people, man? That's too much, chat. That's too much. I don't want 200 people chatting. The number needs to lower down. Okay. We're lowering it. We're lowering it. Okay, nice. That's good. That's good. Okay, we can focus now. Let's create a notepad and do some brainstorming, chat. And we can go back to the Nether. We can go back to the Nether. Here. We can go back to the Nether. We can do the logic in the Nether, chat. We can do it in the Nether because looks cooler here, chat. And let's go near to the lava. We'll write the code, the logic here. Creeper, like this, chat. We'll be doing the logic here, chat. Gaming studio, what are you saying? Assets, Minecraft textures, GUI, sprites. Oh, so you're showing me where the sprites are. You're showing me where the sprites are. Before we look at the sprites, chat, I'll save your comment just in case, but thank you, Gaming Studio. Thank you for that. Here, and let's create a to-do. Let's create a to-do. So, what's the goal? What's the goal? The goal is to implement health and hunger. Health and hunger. We haven't achieved anything yet. So what is the to-do list? What's the to-do list? We have about 54 minutes. We have about 54 minutes. What can we do in 54 minutes? We can first render the health and hunger. Render the sprites. Render the sprites. This is the first thing we can do. What's the second goal? The second goal would be to visualize current health and hunger. So to not only render them, but to be able to change them. We need to be able to change them. And the third and final goal, if we have time, will be fall damage. That's the easiest damage we can do. The fall damage. The fall damage can be the easiest one we can do. 3 goals is enough, chat. 3 goals is enough. Okay, let's do it. Let's start with the first one, to render the sprites. That's what I think we should start from. To first render the sprites. Let's first render the sprites. And let's change the title of the stream. At health and hunger. Health and hunger. That's it. Okay, chat. So we need to visualize these sprites down here. We need to visualize them. That's what we need to do. We need to visualize them. Oh, should we do a dev screen, chat? Is it a priority? If we have time, we'll do a dev screen. We'll do a dev screen. Steve is healthy, not anymore. So how should we render the hearts? We need to render them using UI. We need to render them using UI. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. How should we do it? How should we do it? Let's first find the sprites, chat. Let's first find the sprites. Gaming Studio already showed the sprites. So in backup, new backup. No, more backup. Here, assets, here. So here in the assets, textures, GUI, sprites, somewhere here. Where did he say? Assets, Minecraft, textures, GUI, sprites, HUD. So in the HUD, here. Here, and let's open Aspirite. Open Aspirite. And which ones do we need to load? Food, the food, hunger, food health, hunger, and what else? What else? I don't see the hearts here. Oh, hearts, it's in here, chat. Oh, how many hearts we have here, man? Okay, we'll just copy them over, chat. We'll just copy them over, but I want to look at this one. Food empty. This is the food empty, chat. Oh, we have a problem, I think. We don't have a texture atlas for the GUI. We don't have texture atlas for the GUI. That's a bit of an issue. We don't have an atlas. Oh, this is food full hunger is when you're poisoned. When you're poisoned. What atlas? Atlas is basically, what is it? Basically, you have a lot of textures in an atlas. You have a lot of textures. Instead of having just this one, you have multiple ones in a single image. That's an atlas. That's an atlas. Okay, this is food half, and this is food empty. Okay, chat. Okay. And what about the hearts? What about the hearts? The hearts, this is a full heart. This is a full heart. Nice. And half heart. This is a half heart. And we have empty heart. We should have empty heart. Container. And this is a container. Interesting. And we have frozen hearts, etc. Okay. We'll just copy them over. We'll copy the hearts over and the food. We'll copy them over. And what will be the logic? And we'll not create a texture atlas for the hearts, for the GUI. We'll save them as individual textures temporarily. And we will focus on creating an atlas some other time. And it should be fine because usually the GUI, they have separate draw call for each heart when I last looked at how Minecraft does it in render doc. It should be fine. So we need to move over the resources. Here we need to commit this. Portal moves player to another dimension. Save it. So what now? Now let me think about it. Let me think about it. Yeah, we need to go in the textures folder. And inside of it, I think I had a GUI folder. GUI, here. GUI, and how should we organize it? Should I leave them here? Or maybe to create a new folder? Cards, and sprites. Cards and food. Cards and food. I'll have them be in one folder. For the heart, we'll copy over the container. We'll copy over half a heart and the full heart. That's what we're going to copy over. And we'll copy over the food. We need the food empty food, and when it's full and when it's half. That's what we need. Let's copy. That's it. We have all of the sprites. And now let's load them in. Let's load all of the textures. So in the game layer, load texture here. Here is where we are going to load them. Here we load. We need to load container, and this is in GUI. Hearts and food container PNG. We need also the full and half. We need full and half. This is for the heart. The full and the half. What else do we need? We need the same but for the food. For the food, we want food empty. We want food full. And we want food half. And let's change the name. Food empty. This is food full. And this is food half. Like this. Okay, we have the textures in game. Now we need to render them. Where exactly do we need to render them? They need to be above the hotbar. We could have the hotbar as a parent, maybe. Yeah, maybe we can have the hotbar as a parent to render them. We need to go in the UI layer. And what do we need to do there? We need a GUI. We need a GUI class just for the... No, we're not doing the XP bar. We need a GUI just for the health, and then another one for the hunger. How are we going to do it? Let me think about it. Yeah, just for to get the position. Yeah, okay, let's do a GUI. And let's do it where the hotbar is. When the hotbar is. Here, hotbar. Yeah, here. GUI, here. Here, we'll do one for the hearts and another GUI for the food. But let's just focus on the hearts. Once we have the hearts, we'll copy the same logic for the food. So this is just faster, slightly modified Minecraft Mojang. Hire this guy. No, it's not faster than Minecraft. We have lots of issues. It's not faster than Minecraft. For the hearts, let's render the hearts. Let's render them. We're just rendering the visuals. Can you do one in Python? I prefer C++, chat. So here, as a parent, we'll have the hotbar GUI as a parent. We'll think of an offset later. We'll not be using a texture. We'll not be using a texture, and we'll have the alignment be left and the top. To the left and to the top. And when drawing, when we are drawing in the UI layer, where is it? Where is it? Where do we draw? On render. On render, where do we draw the hotbar? Hotbar GUI here. Here we'll draw the hearts. We'll draw the hearts here. Draw hearts. We just want to draw texture 2D Pro. Draw texture Pro, I think. Let's do it like we did it in the GUI chat. Where did we handle the GUI? Here. Where did we render? Draw here. Yeah, this draw texture Pro. This is what I want. This is what I want. Here. Draw texture Pro. Like this. So we need a position and a width and height. Let me think about it. Let's do here. Let's get the heart texture. Was it a shared pointer? Texture 2D. Heart texture. Let's get the heart texture. World. Get texture. This will be just the container. This is just the container. What does it return? Oh, it's just a reference. Just a reference. It's just a reference. Heart container. This is the heart container texture. So how are we going to do this, chat? How are we going to do this? Oh, we can just draw a texture. We can just draw texture. We don't need Texture Pro. Texture Pro is for more complicated examples. Here we can just draw the heart container texture. Oh no, not the Pro, not the Pro. For position X and position Y, we'll use the GUI. We'll use the heart GUI. Where is the heart GUI? Was it called hearts? Hearts? Yeah, hearts. Get X location. And hearts. Get Y location. And no tinting. I don't want tinting. Let's remove this and this. We should have a heart container. Let's actually draw above it. Let's draw a full heart above it, chat. Heart container, heart full. This is a full heart. And we'll draw it above it. Heart full texture, like this, chat. Yeah, this should be it, chat. This should be it. Yeah, let's test it. We should be rendering a single heart. But let's see. Let's see if we're... What's the issue here? Getting the Y. We cannot get the Y. Yeah. When we try to get the Y from the hearts... Oh, because it's empty. It's empty. Yeah, this is empty. Oh, I get it why it's empty. We didn't initialize it properly. So let's go back in the UI layer. In the UI layer, hotbar GUI on update. Hotbar GUI here. Yeah, we forgot to change this to be hearts, to be the hearts. That's what we forgot, chat. Okay, let's test again. This time we should be seeing a heart. I'm not sure where the position will be. We're not seeing it probably because of the positioning. Probably because of the position. We can offset it a bit. Let's offset it on the Y to be above, a little bit upward. Set it to be 10 pixels upward. 10 pixels above. Maybe even more. Let's here just use the width of the hotbar. The height of the hotbar. Hotbar GUI. Get height. Get the height. We'll just use the height of the... And maybe even... yeah, we'll leave it like this. Maybe it needs to be negative. Because if it's plus, I think it's getting off screen, the heart. Yeah, let's do negative. Let's do negative. And even more negative. 10 pixels. Let's see. Do we see the hearts? Oh, we see them, but they're very small. We need to scale them, chat. They're barely visible. Here, look at this heart down here. Bro, what a little... what a little heart, man. What a little heart. We need to scale it. How can we scale? Oh. Yeah, let's use this, chat. Let's use this. Use this. And here let's do vector 2 position. We'll do hearts get X and hearts get Y. We'll do it like that. Here this will be position. This will be heart container texture. What's this? This is rotation, this is scale. Scale will be hearts. Yo, what's up, man? What's up, Slacks on PC? What's up, man? What's up? Happy to see you here, man. Okay, chat. Where were we? Yeah, here we need to get the scaling. Here, this white coloring, like this, should be heart full texture. Yeah, we should be getting the hearts, chat. We should be getting the hearts. Should be getting the hearts. Okay, chat. We have the heart, chat. We have the heart. We have the heart. It's down here. It's down here. We need to move it down a little bit more. We need to move it a little bit more down. Yeah, we need to move it a bit more down. That's where the XP bar is. Yeah, that's where the XP bar is, but we're currently not doing XP. Yo, Jake, what's up, man? Yo, health, glad I caught this stream. Yeah, what's up, Jake? What's up? You missed the Nether. You missed the Nether. We added the Nether. We added a new dimension. What if here this is 0? What if this is 0? I want to see what if the offset is 0 of the heart. We need to offset it. Oh, okay. Let's offset it with the height of the heart texture. Yeah. Here we'll do minus world get texture container height multiplied by 4. Like this. Like this. What's the issue? Like this. Float. Minus. Like that. We should be offsetting it like almost perfectly. Replace 4 with hard scale. Okay, there's the heart. There is the heart. Let's offset it a little bit more, chat. Let's offset it a little bit more. It's too close to the inventory. Let's have like a few pixels offset. Here, let's do minus how much? 5 pixels. Bro, these magic numbers are very bad. Very bad idea. Very bad idea to have magic numbers. Chat, how does it look like? I like this is fine. It's fine like this, chat. It's fine. This distance is fine. This distance is fine. Let's now render multiple hearts. Render multiple hearts. Let's render multiple hearts. Here, let's do a for loop. Let's do a for loop. For int I equals 0, I less than 10. I plus plus. And we draw the hearts like this. Positioning on the x-axis, we want plus heart container texture width times heart scale times the scale and a little bit more, plus let's say 2 pixels. Let's say 2 pixels. This should be it, I think. We should have 10 hearts. We don't. Why don't we have 10 hearts? Is it because of the positioning? Is it because of the positioning? Why don't we have 10 hearts? Oh, we're not multiplying by I. Yeah. Yeah. Times I. Times I. And let me think about it. And this in brackets. This in brackets, like this. Okay, let's test it out. We should have 10 hearts. We should have 10 hearts. They are too spaced out. How spaced out should they be? Almost nothing. No spacing. No spacing between them. We don't want spacing between them. We don't want space. And let's see again. How long have you been studying C++? I have no idea. Okay, we have hearts, chat. We have... Oh, aren't they too big, chat? Aren't they too big? Don't we need to scale them down a bit? Aren't they too big? Oh, -1. Yeah. Yeah, -1. Yeah, you're right, you're right. -1. -1. Will we have enough space for the hungers? To make them slightly smaller? Oh no, they look kind of... Maybe they're too big. I'm using the same scale. Oh, they're fine, they're fine, they're fine. They're fine. Let's do a screenshot. Let's do a screenshot. Do a screenshot. And let's screenshot it in our game. Bro, we have hearts. We have hearts, man. How is it? And we need to have it be the same here with this. I didn't use the same proportions. Okay, how is it? Let's use here lines. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, chat, we have hearts. Yo, what's up, Detective Jones? What's up? How are you doing? Not aligned perfectly. It's fine, man. It's fine. It doesn't need to be exactly perfect. It doesn't need to be one-to-one. So what now, chat? We need to draw in the same way the hunger. Set opacity for 2-second image. What do you mean? 1 pixel difference on playable. Let's do the hunger as well. Let's do the hunger. The screenshots you compared. The screenshots are not aligned. Let's do the hunger as well, chat. Let's do the hunger. It should be the same logic for the hunger as well. For the hunger, where is it? Here, the food. I'm just calling it food. Let's call it hunger. Let's call it hunger. Hunger. We'll copy the hearts like this. We'll rename this to be hunger. The hunger positioning. We want the alignment to be to the right. The alignment to be to the right. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay. What now? Yeah, here we draw the hearts. We'll have the same code for the hunger as well. Same code for the hunger. How much time do we have? 26 minutes. We can do it. We can do it. Hello. So I see you have reached the point to have channel points. Congrats. Yeah. We have channel points, but that's on Twitch. So what now? Yeah, draw hearts, draw hearts. Here, draw hunger. Here we draw the hunger. We draw hunger. We need to get the texture. We need to get the texture. So I have the names. What's the name? The name is food empty, food full, food empty. Food empty texture. Food empty texture. Food empty. And we have food full texture. Food full. Did I call him this way, chat? Did I call him this way? Yeah, I with the underscore. Oh, in the other times it was with the Pascal case. Let's change it. Let's change it to be the same style. Let's change it to be the same style. And here. Okay, so what now? What now? Here instead of hearts, we need hunger. Hunger. We want hunger. Here we want food empty texture. The width of the food texture. Here we want to render food empty texture, food full texture, but we want to subtract. We want to subtract. And here maybe to add, maybe. You need half full yeah, I know I need half full texture, but not right now. Not right now. Do you know how long ago you started this Minecraft clone? We are close to doing 3 months. In about 10 days, we'll be celebrating 3 months after starting this project, the C++ one. Okay, the hunger has too much space to it. Has too much space. Has too much space. Here, let's do negative. Let's run it again. Okay, we need to offset it to the left. We need to offset it to the left. We need to offset it to the left. Let me think about it, chat. To offset it, how can I have the aura and be so nonchalant like you when you stare at the code? I don't guess what you mean, man. What do you mean nonchalant? Bro, did you miss the stream? What do you mean nonchalant? There were so many... there were so many crash outs. You need to have some sort of hot swapping. Ah, it's fine. You shouldn't draw empty texture and full texture in same loop. It's fine. It's fine. You're... maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But it's fine. For now, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I need to offset the position. I need to offset the position. Let's offset the position. On the x-axis, I want minus world get texture. No, we need a different texture. The foot empty texture. And here foot empty texture. Float. And here I want the width. I want the width. Yeah, like this, chat. Did we offset the position? Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it 2 times. It's times 4. It's times 4. Times 4. Okay, chat. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, chat. Perfect. We have health and hunger rendering in game. That's good. That's perfect. That's very good, chat. That's very good. XP bar. No, we don't have time for XP bar. We are still doing the... we are still on the health and hunger. We are still doing health and hunger. Here, let's update the thumbnail. Update the thumbnail. Change. This one, save. Done. Done. Okay, chat. We are rendering the health bars and the hunger bars. We're rendering them. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now, what do we want? Now, let's go back to the notepad. Here, our goals, chat. So we had the goal to render all of the sprites. That's done. That's done. What's next? Next, we need to visualize the current... yeah, to be able to visualize the current health and hunger amount. So we'll set the player to have current health and current hunger and to visualize that. Because now it's always 2020. It's always 2020. Now I just have to make the model so that it switches from survival state creative. No, we're not focusing on the game mode. Let's do a commit to save this code. Draw health and hunger. Draw health and hunger. Draw health and hunger. And let me stand up, chat, because I was sitting for too long. Oh, brother. Like this. Can you tell us your story with coding? Like how did you start and all that stuff while working? I cannot, because I cannot multitask, chat. And we have a timer. We have 18 minutes. We're currently focused on having the health and hunger. So what now, chat? What now? So I want, let's give the player a hunger amount and a health amount. It should be an integer between 0 and 20. Between 0 and 20. And we'll visualize that number. We'll render different hearts and hunger depending on those values. Depending on those values. So let's go to the player. Let's go to the player. Where is the player? Player. And in the player, we'll do integer health and integer hunger. Between 0 and 20. Between 0 and 20. And in the when we create the player, we'll set health to be equal, let's do 10, so half. Let's do hunger equal 10, so half again, half. And when we draw it in the UI layer, let's check these values, chat. When we draw them, let's check the values. Here, draw hunger and draw hearts. Let's do the hearts, chat. Let's do the hearts. How should we do it? How should we do it? We can do it 2 times. We can do it 2 times. Here like this. First time we'll draw the container. The second time we'll draw the full hearts. Here we'll do game layer, player, health divided by 2. And we do the same here. The half hearts we'll figure them out a bit later. Half hearts. For now we're just doing full hearts because we don't have that much time. And we do the same for the hunger. Here we do game layer, player, hunger divided by 2. Like this. And let's test it out, chat. We maybe need to flip the hunger to be from the right to... Oh no, that's a bad idea. That's a horrible idea. We need all of them, the containers. We need all of the containers. That's a bad idea. We need all of them. Okay, let's test it now. Yo, we're doing chat here. We're doing it. Chat. Done. But and they're linked with the current player health and hunger. They're linked. The last thing we need to do is to support half a heart and half a hunger. We need half a heart and half a hunger to support. I want a new thumbnail, chat. Because it looks cooler now. Someday the thumbnail. Like this, done. Where is chat? Here is chat. Okay. Does it render the half? We're going to do the half right now. We're going to do the half hearts right now. We're using Creylip, chat. We're using Creylip. Bro, the more features we add, the more I get confused we're playing Minecraft. How much time do we have? Bro, we have a lot. We have a lot of time. Oh, no. No, yeah, we have 13 minutes. We have a lot of time. Let's do half a heart. Let's do half a heart. Let's do half a heart, chat. Let's do half a heart and then we'll do damage from falling down. Then we can even do it right now. Maybe we can do it right now as well. Let's try to do half a heart. You had so much done in such short time. It's quite impressive. Thank you, Jake. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's do half a heart and half a... Bro, No, you're Jake. I'm doing it fast, but I'm paying the price. Future me will have to clean up the mess. That's why it's fast, chat. Usually, if this was going into production, if players were going to play this game, this is a horrible practice. Speedrunning it this fast. But for learning, it's very good. It fits very well when you're learning and playing in your little sandbox and you're making a mess. It's fine then. When we're learning, it's fine. So how are we going to do the half a heart? Let's go to the player. Where is the player? Player. Yeah, here. Let's have the player be at how many hearts? At 11. Let's do 11. And 11 hunger. Not a floating point. So what now, chat? What now? So for the heart, how are we going to support half a heart? How are we going to do it? How are we going to do it, chat? If we divide 11 by 2, we'll get 5 as an integer. We'll get 5. How are we going to know we have leftover after the division? We need to see if there is leftover after the division, I think. No, we can do something. We can do something else. Yeah, what happened? I missed something. Yo, thank you, man. Do you like tomatoes? Bro, was it you that asked me, did I like chocolate? Do you like tomato? I like tomatoes. In Bulgaria, we have a famous salad, shopska salata, that's with tomatoes, cucumbers, and what was it called? Bulgarian is sirene, but don't know how it's in English. I like tomatoes. That was extremely random. Okay, chat, let's focus. I have an idea, chat. Here, we'll do, what are we going to do, chat? How are we going to do it? My idea was to get like this, chat, like this, int remainder. To do game layer player health, and here int half. Bro, come on, man. There's Detective Jones. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Guys, I appreciate the support. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But you're distracting me, chat. We have 8 minutes, chat. We're trying to speedrun this. How should we do it, chat? Should we prioritize to ignore half a heart and half hunger and to prioritize taking damage? Let's prioritize taking damage and having a death screen, maybe. That would be a better fit. Let's go back to the player. Let's have him be at full health. And let's check when we collide with the world. When we collide with the world, when we set the velocity to 0, where was it? Where can we handle this? Are you standing? I'm standing. Where should we handle falling down logic? Where should we handle that? Handle ground physics, collide bottom. This is when we collide bottom. But somewhere we were setting the velocity to 0, I think. Somewhere we were setting the velocity to 0. Let's see handle terrain collision. Handle terrain collision. Handle terrain collision. Collision resolution. When we move him up and down. No, we don't set it here. Where did we reset the velocity to 0? Where did we reset it? Was it in the entity? Probably not. Where did we reset? Because the reason I'm searching for this is I'm trying to do fall damage, chat. And for fall damage, the way I calculated fall damage in Java was through the velocity. When the player falls down and he collides with the ground, on collision, you need to check the current velocity. You need to check the current velocity, and based on the current velocity, based on it, you calculate how much it should hurt. Because if you fall down from very big heights, when you collide with the ground, you're colliding with a big velocity. That's how, in my Java edition, I calculated how many hearts to remove. And so I'm trying to see where I handle the velocity at colliding with the ground. Yeah, here I check if I collide with the ground. This is where I update the jumping. Let's see handle ground physics. Here, this is the player controller from the source engine. This is from the source engine. This is not my code, chat. This is from the source engine. We followed in a previous stream, we followed the tutorial. A helpful YouTuber showed how to have the source engine player controller. But it's not here, it's not here. It's not here, chat. It's not here. Let's search everywhere velocity. Everywhere that we do velocity. Velocity 9. Velocity. Oh, maybe it's in the friction. Maybe when we do friction with the ground. I could have sworn when I collide with the ground, I set it to 0. I could have sworn I did that. Oh, maybe it's with the damping. Maybe it's... no, the damping was with the create. This is from the creative mode. No, that's not... Okay, let's go in the entity then. Let's go in the entity. Let's go in the entity. Let's search velocity here. Oh, this is the only place we work with the velocity. Let's then go to the handling terrain collision. It's probably not here as well. Yeah, it's not here as well. I'm not sure how to handle this. Or maybe for taking damage to just take damage from creeper. I don't know, chat. I don't know. How should we accomplish this? We can just do... Okay, we can do something else. We can just do when we press a key. When we press a key to take damage. We can just do that. Let's just do that. We don't have much time, chat. We don't have much time. Let's do... in the game layer, key pressed. is key pressed here. Here we do if is key pressed. Which key, chat? Which key should damage? Which key should hurt the player? Let's do R. Let's do R. And we do player health minus equals 1. And we do player health equals, we clamp it, player health between 0 and 20. We can just do min and max, but it's fine. Okay, let's do this, chat. Let's just do this. Okay, we're taking damage. But not half a heart. We're not taking half a heart. And we reach 0 health. We reach 0 health. It's fine, chat. It's fine. We don't, bro. We don't need to push ourselves to the absolute limit. It's not like we don't need to code as if this is the last day on Earth. It's fine. We don't need to push ourselves this much. It's fine. We don't have time for dev screen. We don't have time. We have a single minute. It's fine. We have a single minute. Just look at my video, how I implemented. Look at my videos, how I implemented the source-like player movement. You'll see it in the video. You'll see it in the video. Okay, chat, we'll do a summary. We did enough today. We'll summarize what happened during this stream. We did enough. We did enough. So, chat voted for the first 2 hours of the stream. Chat voted to implement the Nether. So we first, when we start the game, we made it possible to just start in the Nether. And we also made it when we collide with the portal. When we collide with the portal, to unload all of the chunks and to load them back in with the other dimension. So when we collide with it, okay, let's restart it. I think one issue with this is when we move, chat, because when we're moving, terrain is still generating and we're deleting all of the current chunks, but new ones are loading in, and it doesn't start that code we had, that check that we had for if there are no longer any chunks. That's why I didn't do it. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so when we move through this portal, chat voted to have like new dimensions. And so we move to a different dimension. We move to a different dimension, which we first unload everything and load it back in, which takes some time, chat. It takes some time. And here, what's up? Okay. Yeah, so this is the first thing we implemented in the first 2 hours of the stream. This is the first thing we implemented, to go through, to have dimensions, basically, to have dimensions. It's not perfect, but it's fine. For 2 hours, it's good enough. It's good enough. And for the last hour of the stream, we focused on implementing the hearts and hunger. So we implemented the hearts and hunger, and they react to the current player health. By pressing the R key, I lower the hearts, the health of the player. And you can see, chat, they decrease. We don't have half a heart and we don't have half a hunger. We don't have that. We didn't have time for that, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Future me will be happy with this. And so that's it, chat. That's it for this stream. For Saturday and Sunday, usually I don't stream. Usually I don't stream. And today I think it's Friday, right? Yeah, today is Friday. So tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday, probably no streams. So that's it, chat. That's it. I hope you had fun today. I hope you learned something today. I had fun today. We managed to do a lot of progress. I'm happy with the result, chat. Happy with the result. Bye, guys.